So in the last 10 days after Twisha's, when it comes to her body, her lifeless body that was found on the terrace of a matrimonial home, her so-called life partner finally emerged from hiding. Now, what is being said for over 240 hours, the Madhya Pradesh police were on the lookout that they couldn't trace her lawyer husband, Samart Singh. Now, the main accused in Twisha Sharma's death case, as far as he was not tracked down by the police, he effectively walked in on his own terms. Now, Twisha's family and the entire country is asking one question as to how and why does an accused who has evaded investigators for nearly 10 days still appeared and made an appearance, that he was enjoying so much of an operational freedom, or was it a cover-up? Was the system really supporting or chasing him and just waiting for him to arrive at his own convenient time and place? Now, that seems to be a big development in the kind of high drama that also played out in the courtroom yesterday. So Twisha's second post-mortem, however, is said is unlikely. Meanwhile, when it comes to a direction that already came in from the court side, that a second autopsy or a second post-mortem be conducted by the AIIMS Delhi team. However, information coming in, Priyank, that the AIIMS Delhi team is yet to receive the court order.
Yes, Amita, that's a breaking input, because so far what we have got to know from the AIIMS forensic department, that they are yet to get the official communication, the order copy from the High Court of Jabalpur, where it is quite clear that till the time the order copy is received by them, they won't be able to form this panel. What we are getting to know, that panel of doctors will be conducting this post-mortem on Twisha Sharma. There will be doctors from 3 eminent colleges back there in the national capital who will be arriving here in Bhopal most likely. There are 2 possibilities on which the doctors have been working. Either there will be a process through which the body could be transferred back to All India Institute of Medical Sciences, where the post-mortem can be conducted, but that can happen as a very lengthy process, Amita. That's why it is quite likely that the doctors will be coming here to Bhopal, where they will be conducting the post-mortem at the Bhopal AIIMS. What is very important to be seen, that today the accused will be produced before the court. What's going to be very important, that whether the police official will be trying to seek his police remand or not, because there are many unanswered questions: where he was, who were the individuals with whom he was in conversation with. We have seen that his mother had already been using her clout, where she was talking to all those influential people soon after Twisha's body was found, on the top floor of the house. So all these factors will be considered. But on Monday, it's going to be decided that whether the police official will be able to take the police remand of Giribala Singh, mother of Samart Singh. So that is going to happen in the later stage. The 2 important developments which we are keeping a close watch, and the viewers will be awaiting the outcome of that, is that whether post-mortem will be conducted today or not. What I have personally got to know from the forensic team, that it is unlikely that the team will be formed and sent back to Bhopal, or the post-mortem can be conducted today, because the order copy yet to be received by the AIIMS. On the other side, the police officials are yet to clear that whether they will be seeking police remand of Samart today or not.
So the second post-mortem unlikely to be conducted today. Priyank, do stay with us, because we have more news coming in related to the husband. The husband, Samart, remember viewers, he might be in custody, but his mother, Giribala, another accused in the case, she's still out on bail, and despite all of, the allegations, the charges which have come to the fore. Look at what the state police itself has told the court today. While opposing her bail, a police outpost was barely 100 meters from her house, and yet they were not informed about Twisha's death. Twisha's post-mortem found antemortem injuries. Investigators say that the crime scene handling raises serious questions. They also allege evidence tampering. They say Giribala did not cooperate even after getting bail. And then comes the bigger concern: influence media. Appearances, press conferences during an active investigation, and attempts to shape the narrative and prejudice the probe itself. And yet, Giribala is still a free bird.
हम चाहते हैं कि और कई मांगे हैं कि जिस तरह से मिस गिरबाला सिंह की जो बेल है उसे रिजेक्ट की जाए, और इस प्रकार क्योंकि वो जिस तरह से वो उन्हें बच्ची को उनकी मृत्यु के बाद भी उन्हें डिफेम करे जा रही है और नीचा दिखाई जा रही है, और कोई रिस्पेक्ट नहीं है और जिस प्रकार से बातें की जा रही है, तो इसका संकेत है कि वो उनके उस समय शादी के समय भी जब वो जीवित थी तभी ये ऐसी बातें करती थी।
गिरीवाला कह रही कि 1 नोटिस दिया, आपका दावा है 3 नोटिस दिए, वो झूठ बोल रही हैं क्या?
नहीं, हमने 3 नोटिस दिए हैं और क्योंकि उन्होंने सहयोग नहीं किया तो आज हमने उनकी एंटीसिपेटरी बेल कैंसिल करवाने के लिए माननीय हाई कोर्ट में लगाया है।
आज ये क्यों स्थिति आ रही कि मेरे गैर हाजिरी पुलिस अंदर घुस रही है? मेरे दे आर सेइंग कि नोटिस, जब व्हाट्सएप था तो व्हाट्सएप तो पहले भी
3 नोटिस दिए आपको, आपने
एक भी नहीं दिया है भाई। द फर्स्ट व्हाट्सएप नोटिस कल आया है आफ्टर आई लेफ्ट फॉर जबलपुर। आई हैव माय लीगल राइट्स।
In fact, when we talk about the entire case, yesterday it was Navika Kumar Group-Editor who was joined by Shobha Day for an exclusive interview on Twisha's death case. Listen in.
Shobha Day, many thanks for speaking to me on the News Hour tonight. I just want to ask you, India has changed so much over the last couple of decades, but so much has remained the same. Another so-called alleged dowry death. What's appalled you most about the Twisha case?
My key takeaway is, as was rightly pointed out, a lot has changed, but a lot has not changed. That is the tragedy. And the reason it has not changed, I mean, for example, the monster mother-in-law, at the end of it all, is a part of the very same society. She's a product of the same society all of us in the studio are a part of. I mean, she's not an alien from outer space. She is not a village lady. She's an educated, retired judge, a person who is looked up to by society. Yet what is she doing in her own home? That is the tragedy that we are all facing right now, because maybe in the past, a case like this, neighbors would have gotten involved. Maybe the parents of the girl would have been sensitized differently. They would not have said, you know, just look the other way. There could have been friends of the young girl who reached out to her. There could have been support systems at the time of the crisis where she was undergoing for so many months. But our society has become, in a way, strangely isolated. It can be because of social media. It can be because of incredible tension which everyone seems to be dealing with, stress. Young people in particular, they're leading almost unreal lives, and the monster mother-in-law, for example, has taken advantage of all of this to perpetrate one of the worst crimes that I can think of in recent years. It's unforgivable, and what I'm saying clearly and strongly is jail, forget bail. And I have zero respect for the son who has finally surrendered when he's run out of all other options. That, I feel, is the most shameful aspect of this case.
Well, it makes my blood boil too that he surrendered today after 10 days, but we're being told this is as per law. He was trying to negotiate his legal remedies, and if that's not a sham, I don't know what is. But Shobha Day, Twisha's family, will it live with the regret of not reciprocating or responding to the cries of help that she sent them? Since we talk about how not a lot has changed in the Indian family systems, where girls are told, try and adjust, compromise to karna padta hai. Do you think these situations of reconciliation that is often recommended, this mindset, is it going to change anytime soon?
Well, the daughter didn't take matters into her own hands. We don't know that. It certainly looks like murder to me. I think she was up against a wall. She had no choice. She was trapped. Her family did not sense maybe the gravity of the situation, because otherwise they would not have sent this young girl back when she went to them to say that she was pregnant and she did not want the baby. I think they were too ashamed and too scared to say our house is open to you, our doors are open to you. Most Indian parents do not say that to their daughters. They give them no such guarantee, no such assurance. Even today, across the board, across caste, across communities, across every conceivable social divide, the daughters are told indirectly or directly, our doors are shut once you're married and you're no longer welcome in our home. Now, till that changes, and I really don't see that changing in a hurry, because a girl who's been married off as pariah dhan no longer belongs to her original family. That's how they treat her. She becomes an outsider from that moment on, and she's never encouraged ever to think of returning, because that is the worst aspect of middle class hypocrisy, that to admit that a girl's marriage has not worked out, because the girl is inevitably going to be blamed for the marriage not working out, and she's back at her home. She'll be again shoved into a back room somewhere in the house, asked to stay almost in parda, not show up openly in their any social functions. And even if she is an educated, hard-working member contributing to the family, there will be no respect for her, no respect for her position, because she is a rejected wife.
Well, Shobha, I want to disagree with you, but in many parts of India that may sadly be true. Women, probably mothers, sisters, probably underestimate the cries for help. Don't think it is that urgent. Don't believe it is an SOS. And that also is a problem that women have to face. I don't know. Mindsets, do they need to change? Giribala Singh, also a mother-in-law. I mean, her statements actually make my skin crawl. For somebody educated, for somebody who sat in judgments in many cases, well, how could she talk like that about and to her daughter-in-law? Are questions that need to sink in. When will we as a society change and support our daughters so that we don't repeat what happened to Twisha? For now, demanding justice for Twisha, just with the passage of time, may the need for justice not dim. That is something that we as a nation owe Twisha. We'll keep following this quest for justice. Thank you very much, Shobha.
Justice for Twisha, one of our top stories in our campaigns as well. We're slipping into a short commercial break. News and updates on the other side. Please don't go anywhere.